Hey, how's it going, Walking Dead fans? Hope y'all having a good one. The Walking Dead on YouTube released the official trailer for Dead City, so I figured I would take a look and break it down. Dead City releases on June 18th for everybody, following the mid-season finale of Fear, Season 8 that would be. But for AMC Plus users, it will come out 3 days early, so on June 15th. This show definitely has me very hyped. Maggie and Negan in their own show. Like, what two better Walking Dead characters can you put together in a show, really? It's going to be very interesting to watch unfold on the screen. So yeah, how about we get into the trailer? So we start off with Maggie and Negan, and there's a third person. I can't make him out, but it could be possibly this guy we see a couple times later on in the trailer. Looks similar to him, but I could be wrong. They're all in a boat, obviously, traveling to New York, Manhattan. Next we get some cool shots of the buildings and how degraded over time they become. The CGI, looks very good, I think. The people who live there, on the island, they're supposed to use zip lines to get across to building to building, because there's supposed to be apparently 1 million walkers on the island, so yeah, which is, quite a lot. And we actually see, Negan in a later shot use the zip line, so yeah. The shot here, we find out Maggie actually got raided, and that's kind of the whole point of the show. She got raided by this guy, and he actually ended up kidnapping young Hershel. And this guy's name is apparently Croat, I think. We'll see more of him and some shots coming up. The trailer obviously props him up as the villain of the show. He's somehow connected to Negan, and we'll see more of that in the trailer in a little bit. We get a shot of Croat's people here, kidnapping young Hershel. And yeah, that's the reason for her going to New York with Negan. And is that it talks about, later in the trailer that Maggie actually needs Negan because Croat knows Negan from, I'm assuming years ago. It doesn't say, but, Negan does know this guy. They do know each other. It doesn't say why or how, but I'm assuming from years ago when Negan, probably ran the Saviors, and he probably, just, cut past with him, and Negan probably done something to him or someone, he loved. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe it wasn't even Negan, maybe it was just the Saviors, because, sometimes they just do what they want anyways, right? So, yeah, it'll be, very interesting to see that all unfold. So yeah, it just seems like, Croat, he's out for revenge, and, he kidnapped Hershel, so he's probably just, using Hershel to somehow get to Negan. It seems like it's actually quite an interesting storyline, so yeah. I don't know how he finds out that Hershel is, somehow connected to Negan, but, that's that's what we'll find out, I guess. So yeah, this shot here, I don't know who the dude to the right is driving, but, for the other two, we see them a few times in the trailer, actually. The guy to the left is some kind of bounty hunter, possibly working for Croat. We see in a later shot of him holding a poster up, actually, with Negan's face on it, and he's looking for him, so, yeah. Probably to, maybe to bring him to Croat, or, he probably works for Croat. Now the guy in the middle, there's a shot of him actually later on in the trailer of him, and he's actually with Negan and Maggie. So I don't know, it seems like a little sus, but he's hanging out with the bounty hunter who's looking for Negan. So I don't know if he's, playing two sides or what he's doing. And this is also, the guy in the middle. This is also the guy I thought, who's on the boat taking Maggie and Negan actually over to New York at the start of the trailer. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he all, is involved in this. So yeah, here we get a shot of Maggie and Negan running across the rooftop. Definitely gives off season 1 vibes, with Merle when he was, shooting them walkers off the rooftop there, and later got chained to it by Rick and, had to cut his hand off. Here we get a good shot of Croat up close. We get a good look at him here. This must be the scene where he takes Hershel from Maggie. I can't tell where they're at though. Is it Hilltop or Alexandria or just just someplace on the road? I don't know. Here we get a shot of Croat, and he's with this woman who honestly kind of gives off the same kind of creepy vibes as Croat. Maybe the two, they were kind of both wronged by Negan in some way. By the looks of her, she seems like she just wants Negan just as bad as Croat, or even more maybe. The shot here looks like they're being hunted by some man with a helmet on. But we literally, we see him die just a couple more shots later on in the trailer, so spoiler alert, I guess, he ends up dying. I don't know. Here we see Negan and Maggie. They run into a few locals, it looks like. They end up talking about how, you can't leave the island once you get there, and it's Croat's fault. This shot here, we see Croat, and he's got Hershel tied up in a chair. Definitely makes me think back to season 3 when Glenn, was tied up to a chair as well. Had to fight off that walker. Always nice to see, those kind of little parallels like that. I don't think we have to worry too much about young Hershel, though. I'm assuming, Croat probably just wants him to get to Negan, and I doubt that AMC would kill off Hershel, so he'll probably turn out alright by the end of the show, I imagine. Nothing really going on here. Next shot, but this look by Maggie to Negan that he's given him, it's just sick looking. What were they just talking about right before? Who knows? Next shot here, we get a beautiful shot of none other than Madison Square Garden, and it looks like there's a bunch of walkers by the entrances there, and they're blowing them up. Pretty cool shot. We also get to see the inside of the garden, actually, with Maggie killing some walkers. You can see the arena in the background. Can't wait to see that episode. Next shot, we see Negan use the zip line, but then after he lands, he gets right up to Maggie, actually, and just puts a knife to her throat. So what that could be about, I don't know. This shot here, we see actually a variant walker, which is very exciting. He's just running across the rooftop here, probably chasing after somebody. We actually see Negan and some girl running in the next shot here, so maybe that's who he's chasing after, them too, maybe. Now these last couple shots of the trailer, are just insane. I don't believe this is technically a variant walker, but just rather a couple walkers, somehow conjoined together to make like this one scary beast, and it just looks awesome, terrifying. I love how it's just crawling, and then it gets up the next shot. What a scene that's gonna be to watch. And who put this together? Did it just somehow happen on its own, or did Croat do this? Concoct this crazy experiment? We'll have to find out. So yeah, the trailer ends, right on Maggie, and it's just showing her face, and she's right terrified as that thing comes closer and closer to her, and then the trailer ends. So yeah, guys, absolutely, crazy trailer. If that don't put you in the mood for the show, I don't know what will. I know I'm definitely pumped for the show. We're getting variant walkers, mutated walkers, and hopefully, above all, just like a great storyline, a great plot, between Maggie and Negan. So yeah, guys, June 18th, can't get here soon enough. June 15th for AMC Plus users, so even earlier. And yeah, that'll do it for me in this one. Stay tuned for more Walking Dead news, and have a great day. Peace.